This is it. It is time to get started with the final campaign of StarCraft Remastered. It's almost a little bit sad in a way, but today I'm starting up with episode 6, which is the Zerg Campaign of the Brood War expansion. Now, I just quickly looked it up. Apparently, there are indeed 10 missions in total, as well as one secret level that I do plan on playing. Zerg Campaign, the Queen of Blades. The forces of the United Earth Directorate have taken control over the planet Char and enslaved the ravenous broods of the fledgling Overmind. With the Directorate's powerful side disruptor negating Kerrigan's control over the remaining broods, the UED remains uncontested in its domination of the sector. Kerrigan, having sought out a band of unlikely allies, now plans to destroy the side disruptor and sever the UED's control of the Overmind. It's time for mission 1. Apparently it's called Vile Disruption, Kerrigan's fortress on the planet Tarsonis. So that's where she's hanging out.
Greetings, Cerebrit. By now you've realized that I've severed your connection with the Overmind and the Renegade Brethren. Understand, it's nothing personal. I just can't risk you falling under their influence. You're mine now. Serve me unquestioningly, and I'll let you live.
My queen, pardon me for interrupting, but the visitors you have been expecting have arrived.
Finally, they certainly took their time.
Yeah, well, none of us were in any real hurry to get here, Sarah.
Still suspicious of my motives, Jimmy?
Always.
When I contacted you both on Ire, I told you about the new Overmind and about the UED that seeks to control it. Well, the UED has done it. They've tamed the Overmind and now control most of the Zerg broods in this sector. That's why I've asked for your help.
You want us to help you defeat the UED so that you alone will rule the Zerg?
Wrong, Fenix. I want to defeat them because if we don't, they'll clamp down on this sector and enslave us all. You know I'm right, Jim. You've studied the history of Earth. You know what the UED's agenda is. Taking control of the Zerg is only the beginning for them.
Maybe. I don't know.
My queen, again I beg your pardon for this interruption, but we have a very serious problem.
Perfect timing. Gentlemen, we'll need to finish this conversation later. Continue, Duran.
The side disruptor signal has reached us here in Tarsonis and shattered the unity of your broods. Within the past few hours, your minions have turned on each other and left their hive clusters to run out of control.
This is just what I need. Cerebrin, take the few Zergs still under my control and do what you can to stem any further damage to the hive clusters. I can't afford to have them destroyed by my own minions.
I love this. The story is getting a whole lot more complicated here, but apparently Kerrigan has found the help of Duran, of course, that we found out is not quite working with the UED anymore earlier. Then, of course, we also know that now she's working together with Fenix and none other than Jim Raynor. It's getting a little bit messy, but I guess, you know, the enemies of my enemies are my allies. I guess that sort of saying goes right here again as well. It's time to get rid of the UED. I mean, I just spent a whole lot of time constructing that side disruptor and getting rid of the Overmind, and now apparently we need to get rid of them as well. Anyways, our objective right here in the very first mission is to rescue all hives from destruction. Oh, okay, so I've got a bunch of... Oh, they are actually not Hydralisk. They are known as Hunter Killers, as well as a couple of Zerglings. These are essentially twice as powerful of a Hydralisk as we normally see. That's fine by me. So we need to make sure that apparently these units do not kill that hive. Perfectly fine. I mean, those Zerglings are not going to stay alive for a very long amount of time, although apparently new links spawn.
The hive structures are not responding to the Cerebrit's commands. There is no way to reinforce your warriors.
Cerebrit, you'll have to make do with the warriors you have. Slaughter the dissidents,
I can do that. So apparently I do not get any, well, I have some larvae right here, but I do not have any resources here that I can use to mine with. Oh, I think I need to go over there first. I was gonna go to the one here in the bottom instead. I have to be a little bit careful. So apparently all of the broods are more or less fighting each other right now. So one of the hives is currently rescued, but there's definitely still more and more here available. So I'm assuming here actually, if I lose that hive there, I'll probably lose the game. So we have to definitely rush over there. A couple of Hydralisk here remaining. I guess I'll try and distract him here with a single Zergling. Apparently it doesn't work. I will have to micro back the weakened Hydralisk because I don't want to run any of these hunter killers to their deaths, but it's okay. Next up, I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go down. Oh, hey, we get a bunch of new units as well. Nice. So I think we get a couple of new units then at every single hive that we defend. Very good. I love this, though. I'm really looking forward to this campaign. There's quite a few missions. Actually, more than what we saw in the other campaigns in the Brood War expansion so far, which is a good sign. Ooh, bit of a Zerg ambush, but it looks like we're okay. Did end up losing a couple of my dudes there, though. Didn't quite want that to happen, but it's okay. Have we successfully defended this one right now as well? No units have spawned just yet. Oh, there we go. We get some Scourge. Very good. Yeah, no, apparently no real units fighting this hive over here. We'll just have to pay attention here to the minimap. Make sure that these guys don't just die. Perfect. It's very easy to accidentally lose all of your Scourge when you're not paying close attention to what's going on. There we go. Takes only 2 Scourge to blow one of those things up. But I'm looking forward to seeing what this campaign is going to bring, because I don't actually know exactly, you know, what the story is like leading up to StarCraft 2. Oh, man. That's a lot of units. I have to try and keep everything alive. At least my hunter killers, to the best of my abilities. Apparently now the sunken colony is also helping out, though, so that makes it at least doable. Okay. Still defending here. There's only a handful of hives remaining. We're actually passing through this mission rather quickly. There's probably a secondary objective, though, after we defend all of these hives. I don't have that many units remaining, so I may have to be very careful here with what I do have. Micro back these weakened ones continuously. There we go. Whew. This may just more or less be a micro challenge. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Ooh, we get some queens right now as well. Lovely. Is there any particular skill that I should go ahead and use on them? I'm never quite sure. So they've got a couple of different spells. I'm not actually particularly great at using these things efficiently. I actually just wasted a bunch of energy as well. Let's go ahead and save here just in case. Because I do need to know the spells of these units a little bit better. Apparently the next one is going to be all the way down there. Which ability should I go ahead and use on them? Do I spawn Brootlings? I could. Although actually my hunter killers are still rather powerful here as well. I'm just using a bunch of different units. I guess I could just simply use Ensnare. That would probably do pretty well. A lot of Mutalisk here as well, though. Okay. What spells do you use, actually? If you guys have any recommendations of what spells I should go ahead and prioritize here on all of my queens, I am most definitely interested in taking suggestions there. Ooh, I do know these buggers, though. We got Dark Swarm as well as Plague. Dark Swarm is incredible. Really like that one. Although, I actually... Oh, I'm gonna have to take these things. Okay, I see what's up. I have to take the Niduses here. Okay, this is going to be the last one here. Do I use Plague here, or do I use Dark Swarm? I guess I don't use Dark Swarm on all of these units, right? So let's go. Or yeah, I don't really use Dark Swarm here on all of those units. Instead, we'll use Plague instead. We need to defend this one right here as well, though. Don't have a lot of energy remaining, sadly, on the queens. I kind of wasted a bunch of that damage. Of course, this will reduce that damage over time here as well. You know what? I'm just gonna hang out at the hive here instead. I think that's a lot. I think that makes a lot more sense. Okay, more Hydras now also joining in, and I actually... Oh, man! I was gonna say, I don't have a big army for things like this, but if I'm gonna be getting a ton of reinforcements like that, I don't think we can complain. Very well done! 0 hives remaining here to rescue. Is that it? Did I do it? I mean, did I? Oh no, actually there's more Zerglings coming in. I was gonna say. The music all of a sudden stopped playing very dramatically. There's actually not nearly as much music playing in this game mode as you see in StarCraft 2. Although the music that is playing, of course, is very iconic. I think we got a ton of units left over, to be honest. I don't think the game expected me to keep all of those Hydralisks and Hunter Killers and whatnot alive. Even having some Scourge available right there as well. But apparently, the very first mission is indeed gonna go in our favor. Definitely the shortest mission in this Brood War expansion so far. Other than, of course, the very first missions of the original campaign. Where I believe the very first mission was literally like build like 4 Marines and 2 supply depots. And that was about it. All things considered, it's a nice way that we can ease ourselves back into the Zerg campaign, get used to all of those Zerg units and their control and whatnot. I'm really looking forward to it. If you have any suggestions of what I need to do as well, by the way, definitely feel free to let me know down below in the comment section of the video. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.